How's it going, guys? I'm back here in my evil lair, and I've gotten a bunch of questions about the bag cover that I made for my Mystery Ranch 3-Day Assault Pack. So I wanted to go over it just super quickly, so that way when somebody asks in the future, or when somebody inevitably asks in the future, I can just point them towards this video, and hopefully it'll satisfy their questions. So, what this is made out of? This is an issued camo net that I got a scrap section from, right? And I cut out a piece of it, roughly the shape of this bag. I hung it over the bag, I trimmed it a little bit to get it to like the size and shape that I wanted. And then from there, so as you can see, there's two like layers of netting on it basically. There's the foliage type netting like this, and then there's this smaller netting that is that remains here at the seams. So normally the smaller netting runs throughout the entire thing. When you set it up like a tent, like these are normally intended to be used as, it's what supports the weight of the structure, and it helps it get that like organic shape without just falling over too much. But for me and the purposes that I was going to be using for this bag, it was too stiff. It held the shape too well, and I needed to be a little bit more freeform, right? So I cut that smaller section of netting out, and from there I then painted the camo net. Now, as you can see, this is the underside of it here, right? This is the side that usually faces the bag. This is kind of pink. These are the way that we get them in the Army. I'm sure they're like that for a very good or a very stupid reason. That's usually the only reason the military does anything. But I'm gonna unroll it a little bit here, and it's painted on this side. I painted it to better match the area that we're in, give me a little bit more edge. There's parts of the desert out here that are really red, really pink, but the majority of the desert isn't like that, and I figured this works better 90% of the time, so that's what I'm gonna go with. So up at the top right here, and I have two more on the sides, or on each side, and then another set on the bottom, right? So I have tie downs, right? I got tie downs on the top connected to the drag handle. On the sides here, you can't see them because they're covered up by the pouches right now, but they are secured onto the molly on the side of this Mystery Ranch pack, and then the molly on the bottom of the pack. It normally used, I assume, for lashing stuff like maybe a sleeping bag or a sleeping pad. I store a poncho down there. I have another set of tie downs, right? So in total, it's got 8 tie downs on it, or 8 connecting points, right? And I just got little itty bitty S clips, if I can find one here. I got little S clips that are also painted that connect to it, and it makes it super easy to just snap on and off. I just route a little bit of the camo netting through one side of the S clip and then clip the other side to the tie down. Super easy. I basically just leave it on the pack. Even when I'm not using it, I'll roll it up like it was at the start of the video. I snap everything down so it's like snapped over itself so it can't come unfolded. And then when I need it again, unsnap it, roll it out, snap it back down to all the connection points, and bing bang boom, you're ready to go. I really like it for when I'm stationary, like doing observation or something like that. I can put this in front of me, right? And if it lines up with the natural vegetation, the natural cover and concealment in the area, it blends in really well. And now I'm already breaking up my silhouette, right? Because laying it widthwise, it'll be covering up a lot of my chest, right? And I got the rifle sitting on it, and then I put a camo net over myself and the rifle, or a sniper belt over myself and the rifle. Put more natural vegetation in it. I'm continuing to break up the silhouette of what's facing what I'm trying to observe. It's just it's real simple, real easy to make. I think with the cost of the S clips, which I already had a bunch of them lying around, I think it cost me like $8 to make. Not bad. Sometimes you spend that just on shipping, trying to buy a bag cover. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it. If you're gonna ask me where would you even secure some milsurp camo netting, man, I got no idea. And no idea where you get some. I'm lucky enough to where I got this when I was in the army. Uh, I'm sure that there's civilian alternatives out there, but yeah. Have a good one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this.